Switch because I'm using a Pro Controller. It's like an identical experience.
Common sites include vertical.
They've only Nintendo actually made their stuff playable on Pro Controller.
All right, everybody, welcome to Mayhem on Mandril, Season 4, Episode 32. That's going to be one of the weirder intros we have. Shout out to Auspex Tactics making a little debut there, a little cameo. All right, last session, we had a few things of interest occur. Sable had a little conversation with a man who called him slightly into question, which we're gonna table that conversation that Sable had for the time being, because he may or may not be here tonight. But technically, he is responsible for
super deals,
investigating some of Xerxes' activities and reporting something concrete back to Drummond, so that Drummond doesn't rat him out. Grouger informed all the details of what he discovered in Cassitus. Malachi went out to meet with Victor Verda II, who is the governor of Coruscant, and also learned that General Caduceus of Kuningriek is potentially interested in securing the Lucinian throne for himself, or at the very least establishing some form of a puppet state, which will be something that we will get to, maybe.
Or like a Muppet state.
Yeah, so true. Cagliari attacked and destroyed a number of wagons belonging to Lionel Reinhardt, and attempted, but failed, quote-unquote, to attack a wagon protected by the Blue Falcon delivery service. And I believe
they were just too powerful.
They were just so good. They're just the best to have ever done it, and therefore...
Yeah, they're level 9 fighters, and so...
Yeah, that's how it works. So here's the deal. Grouger needs to go to Lucine now, theoretically disguised, for a new mission of direct investigation. You uncovered that Xerxes' potentially first and true real identity is that of Wilhelm Kraft, belonging to a family of artisans that were in Lucine many, many years ago.
Whoa!
Yeah, he did just get back, so if that's him, that would make sense. I'm trying to open... Oh, no, it's Brendan. That's actually not what I expected at all. Hello.
Hello.
We actually just got started, so you're not late at all.
Yeah, are you here for real?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I just finished dinner. I've got a slice of cake. I've had 2 drinks. I'm chilling.
Oh, great. Well, I'll throw you right into it. Well, kind of, sort of. Grouger should be making his way to Lucine, which means that the individuals that we have in Lucine proper now are Grouger, Thaloran, and Sable. So we have our own little network here. Thaloran has been operating mostly under the radar, chilling, doing some good boy cleric stuff. Sable is responsible for finding something to bring to Father Drummond so that Drummond doesn't rat him out, and that timetable will be running out shortly. With Grouger on his way, there are a few different things you could do. You could pool together in your investigation. You could separate tasks, because Grouger needs to look into the crafts, and you need to look into Xerxes, but potentially you may benefit from the same investigation he is going to undertake. So it's kind of up to you how you'd like to play it. But first, before we presume that Grouger is in Lucine, Grouger, you need some kind of cover identity to enter the city proper.
Wilhelm Kraft.
You're going to show up as Wilhelm Kraft. It's such a great idea with no flaws.
There would be no... That's so flawed.
I mean, Xerxes wouldn't even expect it.
I mean, he wouldn't expect it, but imagine... Sometimes I wonder if you do that, like, how quickly does the word get back, you know? I don't know.
I think we should do a roll for it.
You want to do a roll for it? Da-da-da-da. Welcome to Lucine. I'm putting you in the Lucine box. I want to draw a nice cursive L. Like that, you know? Something like that. Yeah.
Yo, think about my design here. I wouldn't be able to use what I put in my chat.
What,
I don't
clown?
think that would work.
You need some kind of cover that you're going to operate in. So what do you got?
I'm gonna make a history check.
Okay. probably open a.
I'd be looking for like if there's anybody. Is there like a miner house?
There's a lot of miners.
Uh-huh.
Noted.
Relaxing meadow ambience. Oh yeah. We're here for it. So, like, you're talking like you want some minor nobility that you can kind of fall in line with? Is that what I'm getting?
I think he
I
meant
was
like
thinking about it, but I
like
might go
gold miners.
milkmaid.
Milkmaid. So you're gonna
Yeah,
be
it's a classic.
you're gonna be disguised as a female milkmaid for the entire time that you're operating in Lucine.
Probably not the entire time because I can switch it up a lot. But well,
Right.
at the beginning, while I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna go and like all the other stuff.
Now you have disguise self is what you're doing this with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it disguise your voice? Because I don't believe disguise self disguises your voice.
Nope.
So I don't know if milkmaid is the greatest of ideas.
Literally a
that.
classic. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's a milkmaid. And it goes,
It is.
Hey,
It is a classic.
what's
But
up?
the second you speak,
Like, yo, there's a
You
freaking
gotta
creepy
smoke like
milkmaid.
6 cigars before you go out.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what the
Very
milkmaids
fine.
do.
Get a
Since
pack
the
of cigars
GM's
from
keeping me
Terrabor.
down and he hates me,
Not
I'll
keeping
just
you
be like,
down.
I'll be a butcher.
You could be a butcher.
I already know what my shop would be called in case anybody asks.
That's true. That's true.
And I'm just kind of looking around,
Where? All right.
exploring the world.
Let me play the role of Orion, grilling you before you go on this mission. What's the name of your butcher shop? If you'd share with the audience, even though I know the answer.
Meeting place.
Everybody get it? Yeah, that's
I
right.
don't. Can somebody explain that to me?
So basically, the joke is instead of meeting M-E-E, it's meeting M-E-A M-E-A-T meeting. It's in general chat for anyone who is unaware.
how many peasants can read well enough to get the joke?
None.
Let me
Not a
roll. Let
single
me roll
one.
a D100 for the Lucine literacy rate. Hold on. Let me just grab this.
Roll a 0.
I rolled a 19. 19%
behind
of
on
Lucine
technology.
can read. It is probably most people in the city proper that can read, and a lot of people outside probably can't. There we go. That's actually probably not super unrealistic, to be completely honest. I would expect a literacy rate of about 25%. So that's the real answer, is probably like 25 to 30% of people can read. But that's of the entire Lucinian population. Most of the people in Lucine proper can read. Where is your butcher shop? The meeting place. Also, what's your name, Mr. Butcher?
Ringle Dingle Schmidt.
Ringle Dinkelschmidt.
He names
Like-
my name too.
Like this? This is you.
Oh hey, it's me. I'm looking in the mirror right now.
Ringle Dinkelschmidt. That's your real name. What is the history of that family name? Where do you hail from, Ringle Dinkelschmidt?
Obviously, Dingle-Schmidt.
Dinkelschmidt is not a town. Are you? Dear
Country
God.
of origin, please.
Dear God.
France.
Your character does not know that France exists. You can't do that. It's not valid.
Kingri.
Kooning Greek. Okay. So you have a butcher
Nobody
shop.
will know.
You have a butcher shop in Kooning Greek. And what brings you to Lucine?
I'm looking for some rare meats to bring back. Some exotic meats.
And
And
how
I'm
is
going
this?
all over.
And how is this cover going to help you investigate the Kraft family?
Because this was just why I'm walking around. I can change it later when I need to go more specifically.
Orion is not
certain
going to
areas.
let you go into Lucine unless you pre-clear with him all of the fake identities you're going to be using. If Ringle Dingelschmidt is one
What a
of
loser.
many, then all of your other fake identities also need to be disclosed to him. Orion is going to recommend you have one fake identity that you operate under the entire time, because anytime you attempt to juggle multiple, you just incur more risk. So pick one identity and tie it into your objective, or he's not going to let you go.
Mom's not letting me take the car out.
He's not letting you take the car out, specifically. So he's going to reject your idea for Ringle Dingle Schmidt the Butcher and say, why not Ringle Dingle Schmidt the Investor or something similar? Ringle Dingle Schmidt the Art Critic, whatever. Anything that can get you in
The art critic.
in the upper spaces of Lucine. Yeah.
I have been known to critique art.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
All I will say is, because I don't even know, what info did I even give you on the crafts?
They're influential in the trade guild.
Uh-huh.
That's all I got.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, I don't even technically, your character doesn't even have enough information for me to give you a great cover.
And that's why we figure it out on
Unless I roll a
while we're
sick
there.
history check on Orion. Nope. All right. Are you going to go in as a butcher and figure it out? Is that really, is that what's really going to happen? Okay.
The best plans are made in the heat of battle.
I'm just going to tell you outright that going in as a butcher
Hideyoshi Takeyomi.
is going to limit the social spaces that you will be allowed to be in.
Of course, we all know that.
Okay. Cool. All right, great. You enter Lucine as Ringle Dingle Schmidt. Before we have you meet up with the Lauren and Sable, I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to establish yourself in Wing 2 of the investigation. Welcome to Lucine proper. Where would you like to go, and what would you like to do?
I need to find the trade guild. That's step number uno.
Oh gosh, I just looked up Lucine City instead of Michael Gilfie City Ambience. All right, do you know where that is?
In too deep. No.
Okay.
That's why I gotta explore a little bit.
All right, cool. You can be directed with a general idea as to the location of all of the guilds. There is specifically a district called the Guild District. It's actually called the Guild Quarter, which is a pun on the Gold Quarter, you see, because it was established right afterwards by Sol de Lumiere.
There's a guy on the street telling me that right now.
Is that your headcanon? You know, you can have that be your headcanon, sure. All right, let me open my funny document that tells me where all of the important buildings are. My mouse is double clicking and it's like actually stopping me from using my computer properly. It's driving me slowly insane. Alright, where's Guild Quarter here? What do we got? This is outside of the walls, because this is in the first expansion, so this is going to be Upper West Lucine. Yeah. Okay, you gotta go. Yeah, roll for me, How much are you relying on people to find your way? Let me ask that. And are you asking to go right to the Traders Guild?
I would probably ask like one person, and then if their directions are scuffed, I'll walk for a while, and then
Also,
if I couldn't figure it out, ask another person.
This is probably a question that is a dead end, but do you know where you got the information that they're influential in the Traders Guild? 'Cause I don't even know if that's correct. It might be.
No clue.
Okay.
It was said. Oh, well, he's actually so right.
What does it say?
He's gone.
He just left to the campaign jet.
What the heck? Oh, we're in the no. We're in the lobby again. Ah, it's fine. I'll go over there. Yeah, I keep doing this because I keep getting here early, and then
I was actually in the right place on so
that's funny. Well, I don't think you were on time, but you're probably close.
well.
Because when I
he was
looked
in the
over,
right thing actually.
yeah.
So.
All right. Anyways, what was I saying? What is the thing?
Where did I get the information? And I have no clue.
You have no idea.
I know it was said. I don't know why it was said. I don't know in relation to what it was said to. So.
Are you sure it was traitor? And not like painter?
No. I mean, I think it's probably. The only thing I can remember is it was probably something guild. I probably just slotted in traitor as that, but.
Oh man, this is really.
I know 100% it was a guild.
It was 100% a guild. There's really botching things. All right, maybe Malachi can help me out. When you had the meeting,
All right, let's do man on the street. Hey, do you guys know what the
Shush,
Craft family
shush,
is?
hold on. When you had the meeting with Groger, you bungled the history check on the Craft family, right?
I'm pretty sure you rolled a nat 1.
I think he did, but I think Malik had said
I don't know if I
something,
got a nat 1, but
it was bad.
I wrote down something about. Wait, hold on. Was that last week? Yeah,
It was last week.
I wrote something about Sturker, Bronzehide,
Yeah.
and I said I know little of the Craft family artisans. I can look into it further. That's all I know.
Okay, there we go. I knew it was not the Traders Guild. All right, I needed to confirm that I didn't do something crazy and give my player the wrong information. It is not the Traders Guild. It is the Artisans Guild.
I need to confirm that my player was in fact stupid.
I did have to confirm that my player was dead wrong and I had given him specific information that he needs to act on. Artisans Guild. Are you still committed to this butcher identity with the updated information that they're influential in the Artisans Guild?
Artisan meat.
Artists in meat. Okay, so are you looking now?
I'm gonna walk up and go, "Hey, do you guys got any artisan meat?" And they're gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking
Artisan
about?" And I'm gonna be like,
okay.
I'm like, "Oh, okay."
All right. So hold on. Is your angle effectively to try to build relationships to be like a? You want like a butcher's guild, but like for artisanal meats? Is that your angle?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I can see how this is leading to something. All right. You can roll for me. What can you roll for me? Probably if you're talking to people, you're making your way around. I guess just persuasion?
Yeah.
And then a separate investigation roll, because both are gonna matter in terms of how information flows. Wow, he did better on persuasion than he did on investigation. All
I
right.
rolled a 4. I have a plus
That is
10.
incredible.
Well, actually,
Don't you have an ability that means
Actually,
you can't
my
roll lower
ability-
than a 10?
that would be a 20 then.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That you do have that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
okay.
doesn't show up
Doesn't
on the
show up.
thing.
So that's a 19 and a 20 for perception and investigation, respectively. Okay. So,
He
Ringle
can't fight,
Dingle
but he
Schmidt.
can roll for everything else.
Ringle Dingle Schmidt making his way into west Upper Lucine, begins schmoozing his way through the guild quarter, eventually landing in the Artisans Guild, attempting to discuss his flourishing butcher shop meeting place in Kunigreek, and how you're hoping, I don't know, what are you trying to expand business? You're schmoozing. I don't particularly care.
The art of creating meat goes
Right.
beyond just cutting.
Right.
There are so many intricate ways of salt preparation and marinades that really change and extract the flavor.
Okay.
What if
Like,
artisan
there's the
meat
guy
was
at-
carrot meats?
There's the guy at the front door that is just complete eyes glazed over.
What,
He's like, bro, how do I get this guy out of here?
What did you say, Brendan?
You could have artisan meat just be cured meats, like prosciutto
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
or like fancy sausages or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to convince the people of that.
He's trying to convince. What's interesting is your persuasion roll is going to be used for your schmoozing in the Artisans Guild. Because for reference, the guilds that exist and are represented in the main Lucinian Guild Hall are the Masons Guild, the Carpenters Guild, the Magicians Guild, the Artisans Guild, the Mercenaries Guild, and the Entertainers Guild.
the magician.
The Magicians Guild, yes. Not like card tricks, like real magic.
Please,
please. No, it's not.
It would be so cool.
It's not a club for people who can't do magic to do pretend
all the
magic.
important pillars of our society. The artisans, the traders,
the magicians. No, in this
that guy
context,
just lets off a dove.
in this social context, the word magician is used as a blanket term for anyone who practices any form of magic that is arcane, we'll say, not the divine or the druidic. Arcane magic, so primarily wizards and sorcerers, but also technically warlocks. That is the Magician's Guild. You end up talking your way through the Artisans Guild. You impress a few people. You bull crap your way through a lot of stuff and pretty quickly build up your reputation as someone with a burgeoning company that's just waiting for its next opportunity, one of which could be representation, a franchise here in Lucine, and a spot in the Artisans Guild as a culinary artist, whatever you want to call it. And you win some favor with the people there. In the meantime, during your investigation, soaking up every piece of information you can.
Attitude.
Yes, soaking up every piece of information you can that you didn't gather from direct conversations, you learn the diverse representation that is within the Artisans Guild. Notable members of the Artisans Guild, who you have run into before, are the Rosewater and Linné families, who both manufacture wine. The Linnés, of course, manufacture red wine, the Rosewaters, white wine, and there's fierce competition between the two of them. They also have floral arrangements. They have their own artists that they basically fund. They're the patrons. So there's actually a number of artists that you meet, traditional artists working with oil and canvas. One artist's name is Grigory Stein. He is a very talented young man who very, very quickly reveals that he is funded by the Linnés. There are some other individuals you meet, primarily human. One dwarf who is a stoneworker and a carpenter, but typically he doesn't. He's moved away from construction. Now he's mainly focused on, making. Not exactly trinkets, that would be too derogatory, but, sculptures. Sculptures both of stone, special woodworking projects, commissions, not just like a general laborer. And his name is Dirk Stroon. And then we have, who else do we have here? He is independent. Wow, it just auto-corrected that entire name. That's incredible. Dirk Strong, Gregory Stein, he's independent. Who else will you meet in the Lucinian Artisans Guild? Interestingly enough, you run into someone who you have had an interaction with before, if only briefly. It's Victor St. Lucius. Of course, he does not recognize you, because you are currently Ringel Dingelschmidt. But Victor St. Lucius you recognize as the young man of the St. Lucius noble family, who is an artisan himself. And he's a painter, among some other things. Although, even though he holds a seat in the guild, he's not super well respected because, it was a lot easier for him to get in due to his last name. Let's just say that.
Mm-hmm.
But quite a collection of characters here in this guild.
How interesting.
How interesting indeed. Now, I haven't given you more information, although we can keep using your roles. But for me to give you more information, you'd have to let me know what angles of information you're pursuing based on what I've given you. Because you have a few reasonable connections that you can foster.
gonna start asking if anybody is, like, really knows of anything similar to what I'm kind of talking about right now. And I'm just gonna kind of like, general people, this obviously not just talking to like the guard or maybe like the janitorial staff, but like anybody, some influence in me. Like, have you ever heard of this concept
of artisanal meat? Okay. When you say talking to the people, are you sticking within the Artisans Guild, or are you going farther afield?
I'm gonna stick within the guild for now.
Okay. All right. Okay. Some of the members contribute that what you're doing is somewhat difficult in that most of those workers who are trying to do what you're doing end up in service to the king or the king's court. There are some really good spots, like there's an exceptional tavern in, I think, Bronze Hill, that is well known for their meats are fantastic. So they serve steaks, they serve lamb leg in a patented sauce. Like they're very nice. They're also relatively expensive compared to a lot of other areas in Lucine, but overall Bronze Hill is a fairly nice district for being, in the lower part of the city by the steps. It is technically next to the Gold Quarter. By the way, I'm telling you about this building. It's literally here. It's on the map. This is the tavern. The name of the tavern should be somewhere. Where's Bronze Hill? It's literally called the Bronze Hill Tavern. Very well regarded. But there comes a certain point where if a restaurateur, we say, really seeks to make money, it's very difficult to do what you're doing without finding a lord or a household to serve. Nobody can really operate at the cost of these artisanal meats without taking their business outside of the common man, which is why basically every noble house has their own private team of chefs. But no one has really attempted to do what you're doing for the people because, frankly, it's just too expensive. The people can't afford it, so it's you get a lot of conversation. But that being said, they encourage you that if you are really, really good at what you're doing, then you could make way more money. And now you get a little bit of that Lucinian arrogance. They're like, well, Lucine, or this or that. And they're encouraging you effectively to abandon your business in Kuning Greek and take up somewhere here, generate some income for the city. Become a Lucinian citizen. Because you can join the Artisans Guild if you're not from Lucine, but you will be granted many more privileges if you are a Lucinian citizen. And so that's what you get.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have to have like some sort of like sponsorship from like a local representative or something for that? No.
In order
to say,
what?
he's in good standing. He's a good man. We should let him into the city and make him a citizen.
So the process for becoming a citizen is rather complicated. And not entirely consistent, as it is different than it was many years ago. Generally, birthright citizenship is a thing for those born within the walls of Lucine. Then it was extended, as Lucine proper is extended, to those born within Lucine proper, which now has territorial drawings ascribed to it, but there are tiers of citizenship. You can be born as a member of the Kingdom of Lucine, but if you're a serf in the outer fringes, you're not going to have the same privileges as someone born within the walls in Lucine proper, or within city limits in Lucine proper. So there are tiers. You could become a citizen in the aspect that you could gain the rights that the serfs have, which means you can own property, technically, or at the very least you can lease and manage property. You can live in Lucine permanently, but you are not going to have the same social class as other Lucinian citizens unless effectively the king grants it to you. And the king is not the only one who can grant you that authority. There's effectively a council that will be able to determine that. And if, for example, if a noble house were to approach the king's court and say, yeah, we want this guy to be our chef, we want him to live here, you can pretty much fast track your way to becoming a citizen. And in that sense, you can informally get sponsored. It's just often quite costly. So unless you're really good or you're going to get paid way less than what you're worth, it's not the easiest thing to become a full-fledged citizen of Lucine proper.
Mm-hmm. So hypothetically, if I was trying then to convince somebody at the guild to maybe then be like, hey, could you like maybe help me out of this and we can go into business? Or, you know, maybe I could work for you for a while. And then like, is anybody interested? Because part of what I'm trying to do is like, obviously I'm trying to find a craft. Right. So maybe if like I'm gonna get to know some of these people, maybe they'll invite me somewhere, maybe, you know, trying to see, putting some feelers, because eventually one of them, a craft has to show up if I wait here enough time.
Okay.
And now I just need a reason to be here for enough time.
Okay. Okay.
If anyone's interested, obviously, if no one's, I'll figure something else out.
Okay. I'm gonna need another persuasion check for this one.
You're alright.
Taking the long, slow approach. He's building roots. He's committing to his bit. A natural 1.
And my ability doesn't apply here.
No. The people just, unfortunately, you know, people just aren't really interested. They support you. They're happy to entertain you at the guild, but nobody's going to give you money. You got to spend some time here and prove that, you know, you can put your money where your mouth is. Or, you know, put your meat at the level that you're saying it is in terms of quality. You're gonna have to produce some results, and then maybe people will listen to you. But you can play the long game. I don't know how much time you have for this operation, but it is relatively safe, and it does let you organically gather a lot of information. So it's pretty good. But what that means is I'm gonna have to switch to somebody else, because while you're playing this long game,
I'm gonna thank everybody, and then I'm probably gonna like leave or something to figure out a new angle, because I obviously can't just like stay there all day.
Yeah.
Just like this guy walks in and then he just hangs out in your living room.
Where are you going to live while you're in the city?
Great question.
That's something that could be real interesting. How much money do you have?
Depends on how accurate this number is.
What's the number say?
It says 102 gold.
Okay.
I don't think I've touched that number in years.
Okay.
So, whatever that is in reference to.
Let's say you have 102 gold for the sake of it. If you get yourself a really cheap, bare bones...
Straight to the Bronze Hill Tavern, we're blowing it all, night one. Ice soup next week.
You will literally leave with... Well, actually, I mean, you could probably spend a good night there and spend 20 gold, but they don't have rooms, so they're not an inn.
I mean, figure out my competition.
You're going to figure out your competition. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. You can go do that. It's just going to be expensive. A good meal will run you like 10 gold. If you don't get alcohol, if you get alcohol, it's gonna run you 20. If you don't get alcohol, it's gonna run you 10.
It'd be a perfect give right in the receipts at the end. You'd be like, I'm not paying for this.
Okay. Here's an idea.
Where is the boarding houses or the places of procurement of the residences?
I will find you one. Church Street is where the poor people go, but
they got like Airbnb or something?
They do not have Airbnb. It tragically has not been invented yet. I'm pretty sure in Market Square there are, or no, is it Dragon's Roost? Dragon's Roost I know has something. Yeah, Dragon's Roost has Sorcerer's Rest, which is a little pricey, but you could spend a few days there and not incur too much cost. And you know what I can do? Is I can have, Khaldun is in the city. And Khaldun can work with Sturker to get you set up as the new, quote, head chef at the Bronzehide Manor in Bronze Hill. Effectively right next to Bronze Hill Tavern. Because the Bronzehide Manor is on the very corner of the wall. It's the estate here. You can see my cursor, right? So if you get set up at Bronzehide, you can literally bed right across the street from Bronze Hill Tavern. So maybe we'll go with that. We'll roll some persuasion behind the scenes. That's pretty bad. All right, for right now, the answer is no. You have to figure out on your own, kid. Sorry.
All right.
If you can actually pull up to Bronzehide Manor and be a real head chef, which Sturker Bronzehide would appreciate, then you can do that. But if you're not good at cooking, he's not going to let you.
Roll for cooking.
So, figure that out.
Book check, if you will.
All right. In the meantime, we're going to leave you there. Sable. Given that, what's his name? Ringle Dingle-Schmidt, the butcher, is very much in his own world. He will not be able to help you in the Lucinian investigation, trying to dig up dirt on Xerxes. You two, maybe, this is probably actually going to be Malachi's call. Would Malachi have given Sable the information that they're looking for the Kraft family in connection to Xerxes?
By ascending?
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, I could have told everybody.
Okay. In which case, I'm gonna let you do whatever, because you have free reign of the city for now. Nobody's come to arrest you yet. So, yeah. Keyword for now.
Okay. Huh.
Indeed. The world is your oyster. Well, more specifically, this small section of the world in the city is your oyster. There is, however, and Sable knows this, so I'll tell Brendan, there is a real risk of the more that you show your face out and about, the more likely it is that Xerxes will know you're here, and the more likely it is that he may do something about it.
I know. I've got my ways around that.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to... I'm going to do a disguise self.
Of course.
And then go to... I'm going to disguise myself as one of the other clerics from my Coventry.
Risky, but okay.
Or maybe not my Coventry, but like, you know what? I'm gonna disguise myself as one of the other guys that has done investigative work for Xerxes.
Interesting.
Because I would have definitely met like at least a couple.
At least one or two. Okay. Reasonable. And they probably aren't around anymore, so at the very least it wouldn't draw attention from people specifically looking for you. Okay. I'll allow it.
And then... I don't know, where do you think would be a good spot for me to, like, dig for this information?
What information are you going to look for? That'll determine the answer.
I'm looking for condemning information. Something that, like Xerxes has called for this tragedy to happen. or has played a part in.
Ooh. I think I know what you need to do and where you need to go. And it's gonna be interesting. But what it's gonna mean is okay. Alright.
I have an hour, so.
Yeah. You have a real life hour?
No, I have an hour of disguise self.
Oh, an hour of disguise self. Okay, that makes sense.
And then I can recast it, but
that makes sense. I'm thinking about what information to give you. So I will tell you this: you were young. How old is Sable? He's like mid-20s, right?
Yeah, I'm 26.
Okay, that's what I thought. So you were 11 when the purge happened. You were not particularly well aware of it. What you do know is there was a really, really big deal when this wizard named Wilkins the Wondrous basically left Lucine, went to do his own thing somewhere else, and then got killed. And Wilkinsboro is still very, very rebelliously named Wilkinsboro in his honor, because he was one of the great wizards of the land that was killed in the purge by a member not of your clergy, but by a man that you have very likely interacted with before, named Father Logan. And Father Logan is someone who you uncovered some information on, or perhaps you're uncovering it now. I'm trying to think how much to give away here. I'll say this. Because you have done a lot for Xerxes, there's just a lot you're gonna know, and this is one of them. Father Logan was one of Xerxes's go-to guys during the purge. Now, effectively, what you've been told about the purge is that any wizard who showed himself to be a terrorist, effectively against the state, and did not support the peaceful transfer of power, and that spoke out seditiously or in sedition against the state, was set to be killed, and that happened. And it was effectively labeled as a necessary part of protecting the newly burgeoning Lucine under new leadership. It's something that you haven't been able to formally investigate, but there has always been talk of the town of there's a certain reverence for Wilkins the Wondrous. The town is not lost, and the Red Wizard, who now inhabits the Lucinian Tower in Dragon's Roost that was Wilkins the Wondrous's tower, is far more reclusive, much more of a hermit, and not nearly as well liked. But he has remained at least somewhat loyal to Xerxes. There aren't a whole lot of people around that you can ask about the purge. In fact, as far as you heard, Father Logan is effectively dropped off of the face of the earth. You don't know where he is now. Allegedly, Wilkins the Wondrous had created a separate wizard's tower outside of Lucine, somewhere else, and Father Logan had confronted him there and was living there for a time. But as far as you recall, you had heard a rumor that he had been assassinated by a rather uncouth and frankly underleveled group of heroes who simply effectively walked into his home, and Father Logan had in his old age not been prepared for the fight. And he would have been an excellent resource to ask about the purge, as he was someone who really experienced it. And if you want to learn more about uncovering the truth of Xerxes' reign, the purge really would be a place to start. The issue is it's 15 years ago. The Red Wizard would be a resource if you could get an audience with him, which is exceptionally difficult. There are potentially wizards in the Scholar's Court who could answer, but of course all of these wizards are loyal to Xerxes and will have their own flavoring as to how the purge went down. But those are places you could start. You could also talk to Sturker Bronzehide, who keeps coming up because he is a draconic sorcerer and carries the same line of power that the de Lumieres inherited through Sol. who, of course, as you know, is
One second. So Father Logan was he the like executioner, or who he was the?
He was someone who effectively
sorcerer.
acted as an executioner for taking out rogue or seditious wizards. And he killed Wilkins the Wondrous 15 years ago.
Okay.
And he was allegedly rumored to be killed by this random group of people who just walked into his house.
Gotcha. Okay. And you said the red... What's...
The Red Wizard, who does not give out his name and makes no appearances to the public, unlike Wilkins the Wondrous, who always tried to, keep his face visible in the community, whether it was pride or not. The Red Wizard is very difficult to get an audience with. He would certainly have some information on the Purge, given that he took over Wilkins's old tower and probably has a number of his old tomes, but he's just so difficult to meet with.
Do I know where he would be?
Oh, absolutely. You know where Wilkins the Wondrous' tower is. It's at the top of Dragon Roost. It's literally right here. It's in the top northeast corner of Lucine.
Okay. And I'm assuming if I've taken his face, I would know the name of the
yes, Inquisitor Jamison. Someone that you worked with once briefly. He was a little younger than you, and you believe that he fell out of the faith, so to speak, and sort of quietly disappeared. He's not a face that many people would remember.
Yeah, I'm going to Dragon's Tower.
Okay. This is going to be very, very interesting. All right, you make your way into Dragon's Roost. As you stated, you have an hour under this disguise. You can get there effectively in 10 minutes, granting you 50. There is an immediate difficulty upon pulling up to Dragon's Roost, which is that the front door is closed and locked, and there doesn't seem to be any indication on the front as to whether it can or should be opened, or if anyone is behind it, and... well, now what?
I walk in.
Well, but the door's locked.
Oh, I thought you said it was... Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Alright, you know what?
Yeah?
I got like a day, right?
I mean, yeah, you can do this across multiple days if you want.
I'm gonna sit outside, camp until somebody gets in.
Wild. Okay.
I'll drop the disguise. I'm gonna hide in a shadow. Honestly, I might even cast what's it called?
Pass Without Trace.
Yeah.
I think you can do that. There's also an alley. This is, by the way, this is the same square where Cagliari killed Martin de Lumiere. This square right here where my cursor is in this building, this is the window that she jumped out of before retreating to Wilkinsboro. There's a little tiny gap in between this building with a fancy window, which is now repaired, and these buildings here. You could theoretically just slip right there and have line of sight on people walking up the hill to enter the Red Wizard's tower.
Yeah, I just wait.
No, unfortunately, the entire day passes, and not a soul enters that door. Not a soul.
Okay.
A whole day. Nothing. No one even dares to walk up to the doorstep.
Once it gets to like, late lunchtime, like 3 p.m., I'll do like a really wide circle of the building. Are there other entrances or people loitering?
This is the only entrance you can see. You are effectively loitering on his grounds now. There's nobody outside. He's on the top of a hill, so it's very elevated. There's sparse and dry grass. It's actually getting a little chillier now. It is like October, so some of the grass has lost a lot of its luster that it had even a month ago. There's no other entrance that you can see. The only other thing you can see is there's a balcony on maybe what is the third floor at the base of the tower. And that is open. It's open to the air, and there's a set of double doors, it appears, beyond the balcony, but there's no back door, it would seem.
Not even like it. Okay.
No. Something tells you that you're being watched. Call it a sixth sense, but you're fairly certain there are some magical sensors around this building. And perhaps other magical shenanigans that you're not aware of, but you just have a feeling that there's something going on.
Oh. I think once the second I would get that feeling, I would just walk straight up to the front door and knock.
That's based. I actually want you to roll persuasion with advantage.
Obviously, I would re-up on the whoopsies. 9.
9. That is tragic. With advantage. That's insane.
I would re-up on the disguise self.
Yeah.
Before knocking.
There is no answer. A couple of people look at you a little weird and laugh at you, and other than that, nobody's looking at your face. Nobody cares. They're just like, oh, there's a guy knocking on the Red Wizard's tower. That's funny. No dice.
Just out loud.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
And I deepen my voice a little bit.
Okay.
I am Inquisitor Janison. I am here to investigate the Red Wizard. I request access into the premises.
Oh, it's tempting. Oh, it's so tempting. Oh, I'm so tempted. Roll persuasion again. Just one more time. No advantage, just a straight persuasion roll.
Then Sable explodes.
4. I rolled 9, 3, 4.
That's crazy. You sense as if the building itself is interested in your proposal, but it does not yield.
Okay. I wait for exactly 2 minutes,
Okay.
and once 120 seconds has ended, I say, "Your..." Oh fuck! What's the word? What's the word when you work with somebody?
Co-worker? Yeah.
No. Your incompliance has been noted. And I walk around, or I turn around and I leave.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Cool. Got it.
And then I go and find guards.
Go and find guards. Okay.
City guards.
All right.
Like
all right.
high level city guards, not like.
So you're gonna look for a ranking officer of the city guard, not just some schlub city watch guy.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You take a little bit of time looking. The city guard activity in here has been buffed since a certain incident. So it doesn't take too long before you find one just kind of gently tucked right in between the transition to Dragon's Roost and Stone Keep, speaking to a few of his men. As you walk over, the sergeant actually approaches you and says, Are you trying to get into the Red Wizard's tower?
I say, just, can I get 2 seconds to explain the situation to you real quick?
Sure.
And I, throw my arm over his shoulder, and I walk him to a nearby alleyway.
Okay. Weird. He's gonna say, please take your hand off my shoulder, sir. But yes.
Listen, I'm here by royal decree, and I, gently but embracively walk him over to the alley.
Okay, alright.
And, fuck.
Uh-huh.
Trying to decide what will be better. Do I modify memory?
Oh gosh. Already pulling out the modified memory plays.
I can do it twice. Fuck. How long's the dominate person only lasts 1 minute?
Oh gosh.
But I can dominate person and then modify memory. But that wouldn't work in this situation. I need long term. Charm person?
Makes them friendly.
1 hour.
Doesn't
Charm
necessarily
person
make
makes
them
1
suggestible.
hour. Yep, I'm hitting him with modify memory. Make a wisdom 16.
Alright. I got a 3.
I get 1 minute to explain what I've changed in your memory. So basically,
Alright, yep.
my name is Inquisitor Janiston. You know me. You have seen me before.
Jamison.
It is Jamison, yeah.
Oh, I misheard. Jemison?
Jamison, like Jamison.
Oh, Jamison.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard Janison.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'm Inquisitor Jamison.
Yeah.
Like jam and bread. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, Jamison. I'm Inquisitor Jamison. I have shown you my royal decree,
That's good.
which
Yep.
requires me access into the Red Keep or whatever it was called.
Red Wizard's Tower. Yep, yep.
And you are now to assist me in every way possible to gain access and entry.
Okay.
You believe in me implicitly.
Okay, you can modify his memory. You can't modify his feelings about you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
He might remember that
madly in love
He
with
might.
him.
He might. He
You
might.
are. You remember our fling from ages long past.
Yeah.
He's also.
right.
We are old lovers.
It's also when you say that he's seen you before. What it actually means in the context of modify memory is when you show him the decree and when you look at him and he sees your face, he's gonna be like, I feel like I've seen this guy before. He's not gonna know where, but you're gonna feel familiar to him in the memory because he feels. But so yeah, I kind of get it. Okay, in which case you've shown him the decree. Sergeant's gonna go, holy hell! All right,
I don't have a decree, but he thinks I just showed him the
he believes that you have a decree, so he's gonna say, I'm gonna need to escalate this. This is very serious, and you're gonna need to show that decree to the captain.
Well, here's the problem. Unfortunately, this is, something we're trying to keep quiet. And I've attempted to gain entry, and, this is not my most common stomping ground. So, the front entrance did not work. Is there you've been around here for, what, 8 years? 10 years now?
6 as a member of the watch. But, yeah.
How... Do you know a quieter way to get in?
No one ever goes in that tower. The fact that you have a royal decree means this must be serious. The fact that you weren't given your own security detail concerns me. I can bring my men to the door, but if we're not elevating this... also, you need to roll persuasion for this, because, I mean, he still wants to elevate, so if you want to convince him to keep it hush-hush...
11.
He's going, no, I'm not authorized to do this. I need to go get my captain.
All right, go grab him real quick, and then we'll have another chat.
Okay.
And any other guards you can find, please, just group up here, yeah?
Yes, sir, Inquisitor Jamison. All right. He goes back. Are you gonna wait for the captain to return?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, cool. A few minutes pass. The other two guards walk up to you and just quizzically ask, since they were off to the side, they didn't hear anything. They're gonna say, "What, sir? If we may ask, what's going on?"
Well, by royal decree, we're obtaining access into the Red Tower.
Oh my God! The Red Wizard's Tower. How did you?
Yeah.
How did you procure such a decree?
I did not procure anything. I am merely a vessel to be given orders.
Yeah, we know what that's like. Yeah. All right, a few minutes pass. Captain Rhodes comes up. He introduces himself. The sergeant follows and he says, "Captain Rhodes, I was told you have a decree to get into the Red Wizard's Tower. Is that so?"
Yes, I do.
If you would be so kind as to produce it.
Now, Captain, may I gently ask that it's done in a little bit more of a private environment? And I shoot a quick glance to the guards.
Ooh, you know what I'm going to ask you.
For fuck's sake. 5.
5? 5?
It's over.
All right, the captain goes, "I should see no reason you can't produce it here."
I give a desperate glance to the sergeant.
The sergeant just goes, "Well, just show him what you showed me. You can trust Captain Rhodes."
Uh-huh.
The captain is waiting expectantly. So, where's the decree, Inquisitor Jamison?
You just call me Inquisitor?
No, that was Trevor. It's really funny though. Inquisitor. Because I was gonna say Inspector, and I was like, that's wrong. Captain Rhodes speaks up and says, "Enough of this. Sergeant, arrest this man. He's wasted my time and yours, clearly." Just as he says that, a mere few feet away, the door of the Red Wizard's Tower opens. And out steps a bald man in a red robe with a short beard, nearly 5 o'clock shadow, and he says, "Inquisitor Jamison, the Red Wizard will see you now."
I give a damn at Captain Rhodes. And I say, "My dear friend, can Captain over here join us for this, or is it just my presence allowed?"
We would prefer that we keep the discussion private. We do not believe the captain writes. Okay. The guy says, "We do not believe we need to implicate the good captain in this."
Well,
Captain Rhodes looks
very
over.
well, I guess.
Captain Rhodes looks over a little suspicious and a little embarrassed, and just goes, "Well, it seems you don't need me anyways."
I say, Well, thank you so much for your presence, anyways. I do so hope that I misheard you when you said something along the lines of arrest this man, but maybe a story for another time, right?
I'll keep my eye on you, Jamison.
I flip what little hair investigator Jamison has, and I walk over to the red keep
Okay. All right.
or the red tower or whatever.
Great. The bald man with the short beard gestures you, like he's with both hands. He's gesturing that you enter the door. As you do, he quickly closes it behind you when the door shuts.
Is he with me or outside?
He's gone. There's no one there. There's nobody in the room with you.
Okay.
It's like you turned around and then he's gone. He's just gone. You can't.
I keep walking.
Okay. All right. It's not too long before you find yourself in I guess what you could call a lobby. A small seating area, all the furniture, of course, red velvet, gilded, ornate, various paintings, art hanging upon the wall. The floors are a cool stone. A large spiral staircase sits in front of you, but it's not accessible. It is behind a black metal barred enclosure in effectively what is a half circle. I should probably draw this. Where should I draw this? Let's get rid of roads and let's draw you a little sample here, just so you can get an idea of the scale and the shape. There's effectively a rounded edge here, which is the entrance to the very large spiral staircase. And what you are in now is the stone floor of what I've called the lobby, shall we say. And we're gonna put, we may as well just use this as a wall. The entrance foyer is back here. Over here you have a little fireplace. You have your red furniture, and it doesn't exactly appear that there is anywhere you can go from here. There is a door, but everything else, it's all iron, like black iron bars.
Okay. And just for my idiocracy,
Good movie.
the relation between Red Wizard and Father Logan.
No relation that you know of. I mean, only tangentially. The Red Wizard took over Wilkins the Wondrous's tower. Wilkins the Wondrous left his tower to leave Lucine, and Father Logan, killed Wilkins the Wondrous.
Okay, so the Red Wizard was just the guy that replaced Father Logan.
Yeah.
Not Father Logan, Wilkins.
Replaced Wilkins the Wondrous, yes. You spend a little bit of time in this lobby reception area, we'll say, but before too long you hear the distinct pattern of steps falling down the staircase, echoing and reverberating down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a rather steady pace, and the echoes go down the entire stretch of the staircase. There are many, many floors to this tower, of course. But
I would probably take a seat.
Yep.
Like long before this guy showed up.
Of course. But suddenly, a man in a red robe, with a reasonably sized, flowing, reddish-brown beard steps down, a man you presume to be the Red Wizard. He does not make eye contact with you, but making his way down the staircase, walks over to a closed iron door. With a gesture of his hand, the door opens. He steps out and walks up to the couch, very robotically turns to make eye contact with you, and says, "You are persistent, Inquisitor Jamison. Tell me, what business do you have with me? And first, what do you offer me as thanks for bailing your ass out?"
I dropped disguise self.
Okay. No immediate reaction from the Red Wizard.
do give you my thanks. I just...
He sits down on the couch opposite of you, his arms folded in his red robe.
In terms of what I can do for you, I would like if we could wait until after I've said my part.
I will humor you.
Now, I am investigating Xerxes. And I see you in this beautiful building. And I can't help but remember, before my time working under him, a different man in your position. A respectable man. Father Logan. Or, fuck.
He tried.
Wilkins the Wondrous.
His former tower, many of the renovations are my own.
I see that.
What of him? The man is dead.
The man is dead. Why?
He was not loyal to the throne. It is a simple equation.
To be entirely blunt, I have come to ask if you may have any evidence of how or why this has happened. And I understand the situation this may put you in, and I certainly understand the position that I am in.
No, I don't think you do, but you understand enough. What exactly do you want to know? What gritty details are you searching for that you would come to me? And what do you know of me?
What do I know of him?
Roll history with disadvantage.
Watch, this time I'm gonna roll 2 20s.
That would be so funny, Brandon. Please do. That would be literally hilarious.
No, I rolled a 6 and a 9, so 8.
6 and a 9, great. You know very little of the Red Wizard outside of his name and the fact that he replaced Wilkins the Wondrous, which of course you knew before you came in here. He's a hermit. He doesn't like talking to people. He doesn't like going out. He allegedly consulted for Xerxes at some times, but he doesn't really have a relationship with the throne. He just lives here. He doesn't do much. Or at least, he doesn't do much that's visible.
Well, that's fine. That tells me plenty.
It does tell you something, yes.
I know that you don't actively work with Xerxes. That tells me one of two things. Either you are attempting to avoid him and be independent in as much of the word as you can be, or you are secretly working with him, in which case I have a sneaking suspicion I would be dead.
Yes, that is correct. Of course, there's the possibility that I am secretly working against him.
In which case, somehow I find that would make us pretty well aligned.
Everyone has an agenda, and I am not excluded from that. Our goals align somewhat, but not perfectly. I've had trouble finding those who share my core beliefs.
Being?
I worship a draconic deity who many find his ways difficult to perceive.
Oh no.
Can I, history?
Yes, you can.
God.
As an 8.
It's kind kind of vague. Maybe he's talking about Bahamut. A lot of people have trouble following Bahamut because he's a god of diplomacy and he's got really strict rules as to what you can and can't do. That's all you got.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, good one.
Wait. No, wait, hold on. Can he have some level of advantage from... Well, not...
No.
Like,
No.
hold on, no.
No.
He's traveling with somebody who literally actively has a temple to Bahamut, and he's been in the camp.
You want me to give
So
him
he
advantage?
He might at least know... I don't know if people who worship Bahamut be like this.
Go
Dude,
ahead.
I'm not.
He rolled
The
another
highest roll
6.
I made was no, I haven't rolled.
Oh no,
yet.
okay, that's right. That was the other history check with disadvantage. Go ahead.
My
Roll with
highest roll has
advantage.
been an 11.
It
dude.
is crazy what the game is doing to you right now. It's absolutely insane.
I'm trying to help him, okay?
It's
I rolled
another
another
6. No dice.
Man,
Yes.
get them dice out of here!
This is crazy.
Get them dice out of here!
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Oh
right.
my god.
Yeah.
Through your dice!
It's D&D Beyond.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do I?
Change to the fuzzy dice or something.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta change my dice.
Yeah.
We're going here. Okay. The last thing he said was something.
Draconic, whatever.
Yeah, subscribe to some weird draconic thing that people find weird. Huh. It is not my place to judge a man's beliefs. However, I do believe there will be common ground for us. Maybe not where our beliefs or character lie, but where our goals lie.
I sincerely doubt that.
Why might that be?
I know what your goals are. Well, maybe not yours, Sable, but the goals of those who have lovingly sent you into my arms.
Hey, is Malachi's spidey sense tingling?
Why don't you roll religion for me, Malachi? And
Religion.
Sable, why don't you roll divine intervention?
His rolls are not doing well. I don't know.
His rolls are
Honestly,
not doing well.
No,
My
he's
rolls have
rolling
been
really
doing
low.
terrible,
So think about it.
The divine intervention could work.
Mine is terrible. Mine is terrible too. So I don't know what to say.
No, you got nothing. Let's see if it's low enough.
Nope, this was a good.
54. No dice.
Nope.
Sable, you begin to get a sinking feeling that you have walked into the lion's den and the door is locked behind you.
Yeah.
You're telling me the guy dressed in all red, potentially bald, is evil?
That's great. Yeah, he's not beating the allegations. Or he's not helping. He's not helping that demographic beat the allegations is specifically what it
All
is.
people are evil.
Oh, bald people evil.
All people who wear all red are
All people
evil.
who wear all red are generally evil in this jail.
Okay. Gosh. Well, I am here to. Fuck me. I understand I am asking for either service or compliance. Why don't you tell me where your goals lie, so that maybe I might be able to provide you with assistance of some kind?
You're going to assist me, Sable. Could we get that in writing?
If it is within my abilities, and not
He's
or.
Lord.
And
One thing he would have learned from Malachi is never sign a contract.
does not go against my beliefs.
Oh, beliefs can change, Sable. So easily. As easily as you change the memories of those around you to get what you want.
Have to burn this place down.
Indeed. And I do so with conviction and without remorse. Now, do you wish to tell me what I want to know?
I will
Or
tell you what you wish to know, I shall. You ask of Wilkins the Wondrous. He was a kind-hearted, weak fool who was more concerned about gallivanting through the community of rabble than he was about accruing wizardly knowledge and being able to protect himself. He underestimated those around him, and it led to his ultimate downfall at the hands of an underprepared cleric with an army of idiots behind him. Ironically, the same fate would befall Father Logan. And here we are. Did Wilkins do anything wrong? Morally, according to your standards, maybe not, Sable, but what he did wrong was underestimate the wheels of power and how quickly they turn. Sable, the wheels of power are turning and not in your favor. I've been looking for ways to, further my goals, and you show up like a present on my doorstep. I'm glad I got to you before Xerxes did.
Xerxes has had his time with me.
He certainly
Yes.
has.
All right.
Would you like to learn more about Xerxes, Sable? That's what you really came here for, isn't it? It's all going back to him and your newfound revolution. Your shaken belief in the man who helped you build the orphanage for the little children.
And so much more.
And so much more. I will give you all of the answers that your heart desires. I have them. But I'll need
information
a
comes at a cost.
signature of it always does. I'll give you everything you want, intellectually, information, it all, right in your head, accessible at your fingertips. All you have to do is sign a contract. Be my servant.
Be your servant.
Oh yes, at my beck and call, anything I say you do.
No.
I've had a vacancy for quite a time. My old assistants haven't been up to quality, but you, I think, would be different. Highly capable, highly intelligent. You are already saying no.
Yes.
We haven't even talked about benefits.
No. I am not a finger to point. If you want my assistance, I will give it if it is just. I will not commit any further atrocities.
Well, then you will die.
Oh no.
Very well. But you will never receive my help if I am dead.
I don't
If I'm
need
alive.
your help.
Okay.
I will weaponize you, or I will kill you. Either way, I am winning. And I will
Either
mail
way.
your ashes back to your kin. Or whatever left you have of a pathetic family.
None. I'm a man of very little possession.
Yes, we know.
I am a man of very strong conviction. If you wish to kill me, so be it. If you wish for my assistance or compliance, I will give it if it is just. But I require it to be in the writing as well, not unwieldy, unquestionable service.
Last chance, Sable.
You do not wish to negotiate?
I am negotiating. You give me a yes, or it's over.
I'm sorry, do you understand what negotiate means?
Roll a Constitution save.
Oh, that's not Constitution save. Hold on. 14.
Okay, that is a fail. So that's going to be one of these.
Disintegrate, is it? No.
You take 30 plus how much? 30, you take 60 necrotic damage. You immediately turn into a zombie. Well, excuse me, not immediately. Your flesh begins to rot.
No, I'm dead.
Sickening pain fills your body. You were 2 hit points away from surviving this, but as your flesh rots and grows a rancid green, you feel your will fade. I'm going to give you 1 chance to make another Constitution saving throw, or it's going to be over.
18.
Okay, that is a no. I'm pretty sure. I need to double check that. I don't know why they don't give me his DC. It should be 19. Okay, yeah, they do give me the DC. There it is. All right, that is a fail. Your flesh rots. You feel your will stripped, and your consciousness dwindles. All of the connections you've made across your life fade, and your brain becomes mush.
In that case, can I do something else?
No. What do you mean by something else?
I'd like to flame strike myself.
Roll initiative, and if you get lower than his, you will not be able to flame strike yourself. You need
19.
You need to beat a 29. Nope. All right. You have turned into a zombie. You now have the stat block of a zombie. I think you're gonna have 58 hit. Nope. Yeah, it's literally just the stat block of a normal zombie. You are now a servant of the Red Wizard, and you must follow all of his verbal commands, which you can understand. The first of which he says is kneel, which you have no choice but to do because it is a verbal command. Of course, you understand these verbal commands, and you're not allowed to have any feelings about it. You just do what he says. And then he says, stand, walk towards me. And then he grabs you by the face, looks you in the eyes, which are now cold and dead, and says, wouldn't have it been so much easier if you had just signed a piece of paper? And yet here you are to serve me, nevertheless. Come, let me take you to your new home. Let's walk, Sable. And you walk with the Red Wizard.
Hey, do any of our does our cleric friend sense anything at all, or no?
What do you think? Omnipotent?
I don't know. I don't know if Krabby Boy is gonna be like, yo, your friend.
He's got LTE right now. You can.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah.
It kind of sucks that Malachi taught him never to sign contracts.
Yeah.
No, that contract would not have been good.
It would have been bad. He wouldn't have been. This wouldn't have happened, but it would have been bad.
It's not something I would have signed anyways.
It's probably true. He's unyielding like that.
You know,
This is
Smite
gonna be
does
interesting.
like double damage against undead.
It's gonna be very interesting. Okay. Well,
It's okay, I wasn't given a turn anyways.
no, he's got a plus 17 to initiative. The game hates you. There was a chance if I had rolled a 1 or a 2, there's a 10% chance with your 19 that you could have gotten a turn. But no. Yeah, it's complete trash. All right, well, the good news is you're not fully out of the campaign. The bad news is you are a zombie.
What's the Constitution save that I would have needed to do?
DC 20.
I would have never made it.
No? It would have required a nat 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Well, this is going to be interesting, because now you're just going to be a little guy. And, yeah, little guy status. Okay. Well, that was unexpected.
Who's this Red Wizard? I think I missed something when I ate dinner.
Malachi figured it out. But unfortunately, none of your characters. Well, actually, Malachi didn't. John figured it out. Malachi doesn't have enough information. Nobody has enough information, but John knows exactly who this guy is.
Is it the Lich?
Oh yeah.
Lichter?
Oh yeah. It's Joseph Lichter. Oh yeah, that's the guy. Yep. 100,000%.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
It's him.
I'm not being sarcastic. It's literally
him.
literally him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been in Lucine the whole time. I did not think that is how this was going to happen. I'm sorry, Brendan. I'm so sorry. It's not over, but it is looking rough. Okay. What is next on the docket? What time? We're at 9:15. I got like 45 minutes, maybe an hour and a half. Valoran. What are you doing, buddy, in the big city? Big city
what was I doing
living.
last? I was helping out with like a clinic or something.
Yeah, you were helping out at the hospital and such. You know,
I'm gonna go back to my roots. I'm gonna be on the streets preaching.
he's preaching. What are you preaching about?
I don't know.
You can't. Well, you gotta have like you gotta have something. You know,
I didn't think this far.
To the sea.
the ocean, storms, typhon.
I guess just vague Typhon related.
Crabs.
Vague typhonisms. Yeah.
I ain't the crab guy, no.
No. Praying for good weather and whatnot. Okay. Roll for me persuasion check. As you street preach.
D&DBeyond.com.
He's a
Character.
street preacher.
The Lord. What am I rolling?
Persuasion.
Here.
The street preacher is street preaching.
I got a 15.
A 15. All right. Some people are swayed by your tales of Typhon and his domain and his dominion, but most people are completely indifferent and just ignore you.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty much how it goes. Well, I was gonna give Sable something to do, but it's gonna be really awkward to learn because been like a few days and like you haven't seen Sable at the Church of Savras. You know, normally you guys would like meet up, but he hasn't showed up for anything. You don't know where he is. And Malachi, he's not responding to your sendings.
Yeah, well, once I wasn't getting one the first day, I would have told whoever is in Lucine.
Yep. So that would be Thaloran and Grodger. And I mean, not Orion, but Orion is kind of directing that little task force. Technically Aramath. Khaldun. I forgot about him. Alright, so yeah, Ringle Dingle Schmidt. You know, it's been a few days. Why don't you roll are you going to attempt to gain entrance into the Bronzehide Manor as a real chef? What's your play?
It would probably depend on how comfortable my character would be with cooking.
That's a question only you
What
can answer.
stat?
What stat would cooking be derived from?
Because that's how my character would know.
I'm gonna say
he's like-
dexterity. Dexterity or wisdom.
Intelligence for recipes?
Maybe, yeah. I will let you choose. Man, what in the world with cooking? You could just do it as survival, and then that's wisdom based, though. I don't know.
I think wisdom makes the most sense.
Wisdom makes sense to me because it's application of knowledge. So I'm gonna say roll survival. Your cooking skill will be your survival skill.
which means my character would be pretty good at it.
Yeah, like reasonably
So
good.
I think I will try.
Okay. I'm gonna... What method are you gonna use to prepare for this? Are you gonna study? Like, what's your process?
I will just try to find out a little bit about the food that they make there.
Okay.
Or that, like, stuff that they would be interested in eating if that would be reasonable. Because it's not like I have tools to really study.
Right. I don't think there's a library in Lucine. That's actually true. It's really funny. Okay.
Well, it's also like, it's not like I can go buy. I mean, I could, but it's like I'd need kitchen.
Yeah.
It's not like free kitchen just like laying outside, so.
Okay.
I would be pretty confident in my skills as long as I have an idea of what I would be doing going in, I could probably wing it.
Okay. I'm gonna say this. The expectation is that I want to say maybe not like every meal, but every day's worth of food prep will require you to work at a consistency of like a 16 on a skill check.
Well, the lowest I can get is a 15.
Okay, so that's actually that's true. Yeah, that's right, because of your ability. So reasonably, you can probably do that then. There's literally a 1 in 20 chance that on any given day of the week that you're not going to be able to deliver the quality of meal needed. Now, I am going to do something mean, which is, are you going to go in for the interview for this position for real?
Sure, yeah.
All right, then on your first day, I need you to roll survival with disadvantage as you orient yourself in the new situation.
Okay.
And this will be your interview performance.
I got a 17.
Okay, that meets the minimum requirements. You are up to snuff. They're a little skeptical. You have to orient yourself in a kitchen the scale of which you've never operated in before, with a plethora of ingredients and a number of people at your command that you need to delegate to. And there's a whole lot of ingredients you haven't worked with before, but you scoped out the land a little bit before. None of the dishes are too terribly complicated, and despite having a few hiccups throughout the day and freaking out at one point, you do manage to deliver a fairly quality meal on your interview day. In which case, you get the job. The Bronzehide will be happy to employ you as a head chef for your time here. Welcome, Ringle Dingle-Schmidt, head chef of the Bronzehide Manor. You now will be provided a wage. In that wage will be included your free housing, and of course your meals, which you're preparing for you. So yeah, that's it. This is a very arduous job. You will be working like 8 to 10 hour days, consistently. But if you can do it, you can do it. There are some days you might be able to lax up a bit and give some more tasks to some of the people under your employ. But you have been encouraged to take the charge and bear the brunt of the labor as much as possible to set a good example for the other workers in the kitchen. But once you get down to a rhythm, you might be able to get those long work days down. The only problem is, as you're moving into the Bronzehide Manor, you get the news that Sable has not been heard from. He's
I got the news too, right?
Missing in action. You both have the news. He was last heard from Thursday, October 28th, and it is now Saturday, October 30th.
I'm gonna quit my job.
No.
I'm gonna have to give in my letter of resignation, being like, hey, sorry.
Oh wait, no, you might get bereavement
something wrong
pay,
with my family.
like some time off.
Oh my gosh.
So I need to immediately report back to them. I'm so sorry about this.
You actually?
I've just gotten word.
Are you actually doing this?
Yes.
You worked one day, got the job.
I learned there's also a big problem in which my disguise only lasts an hour.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be in the middle of the shift and there's just a different guy there. So
You may want to prepare.
yeah, we got a dip.
I think Orion would have given you a disguise kit that you could apply daily. You would not have
It's
to
also I
cast
need
disguise
to go save Sable. I'm gonna be gone for
You
days.
do need to go save Sable. You will be
Can't
gone
work
for days.
day one and be like, hey, I need to be off for 4 days.
You got the job after a day and quit.
I am so sorry.
This is
I must
bad.
leave. My family
bad.
needs me.
This is
You might
really
get bereavement
bad.
leave.
This is really, really bad.
This is what we fought for in the guilds.
But if you come back with a disguise kit guy,
You know?
and then they might
Do it
be like
again.
more like the last
Okay.
guy. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
that makes your chances better.
All right. Well, Khaldun is going to attempt to smooth things over. Oh, that's a 2 plus not much. Oh God. All right. You know, the only thing is, you know, it just means the bronze hides are where they were when they started. So, you know, it's not like they really lost that much.
I hope you understand, but I need to be there for them.
All
They
right.
might hate Khaldun though.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage, please. Oh, this is actually gonna throw a wrench into things. What's my persuasion? Oh yeah, Khaldun got an 11 on persuasion to try to go out to bat for you without
Got a
revealing too
7.
much. Yeah, it's bad. Very unprofessional. Very unprofessional, and they're going to yeah, they're pretty much gonna spread the word around to the guilds that Ringle Dingle Schmidt is not he's got skills. He's a good cook, but he's just unprofessional. Oh man, that's crazy. All right, are you gonna meet up with the Lauren? Cause there's a real.
I mean, I
real
don't know
issue
per
now.
se how I'll find Lauren, but I'm gonna
Malachi has the information to be
I
able
would
to
know
unite
vaguely
you via sendings.
what their plan would be, what they were doing. So I'd probably make my way over there.
All right, are you gonna meet at the Church of Savras, the Lauren? Is that good with you?
Sure.
2 of you, okay. All right, what do you even do? This guy had to quit his job, so what's the play here?
I don't even know what this Garter guy was doing.
Yeah, you don't even know who this is. You get up and it's like he kind of has a nose like Grodger, but like it's like not obviously Grodger until he talks. Then it's a little bit harder to hide that he's Grodger.
I would not be disguised anymore.
Not at all.
Like
Even if I give you a
once
disguise kit.
In Lucine?
once I enter the room
Oh, okay.
with the man,
Oh, okay.
so
tried
you know,
to do
obviously he knows who I am.
Secret handshake.
Right.
Yeah, we have a secret handshake.
A secret buddy handshake that you've had
Yeah,
since he was the moon dude.
intertwine the
Roger know
things,
the,
the
secret
keys, up,
handshake?
down, up, down, up, down. Apparently not.
Yeah, that's him. All right. Just mashed our fingers together.
Yeah.
It would be an awesome secret handshake is just like completely fumble it, but on purpose every time. So then when somebody actually tries it, it's like, all right, you're not the guy.
All right.
So, I don't really know where Sable was. I mean,
So are we supposed
he
to
was
find
here at
him
some
then?
point. I think my noise floor is too high. Hold on.
Is that some sort of spell?
Noise filter deactivate.
Beats me.
Oh, so I disguise myself and you noise floor.
This will work.
I mean, I think he was friends with these guys. We can ask them.
Would he have told them?
It's a great
Beats
question.
me. I'm gonna go find someone.
Okay. All right. You find someone.
Hello.
You find Father Drummond. He goes,
Is that the guy that hated him?
yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. The Thalum. Help me, please. Thalandrus.
Close enough. Do you know where my good friend Sable is?
Oh, I have not seen the boy. No.
Concerning.
I believe he went out into the city for who knows what manner and did not return.
He didn't like tell you what his plans were.
No, although he did need to deliver to me. He's like hesitant because what's your passive insight? Well, Grouger's passive insight doesn't matter. Father Drummond is concerned about implicating himself in Sable's disappearance and is is a little hesitant to reveal, but then continues. He goes, I would not be surprised if Xerxes had scooped him up at this point. But I didn't turn him in.
You didn't?
I did not. Did no such thing.
Okay.
I was
He's
going
turning
to.
people in? Okay, that's cool.
But you didn't.
No. Sable told me that he would get some hard facts on Xerxes and report back, and if he didn't, then I would inform the king of his shenanigans. But for now, all I've heard from him are wild accusations. He's clearly gone and barked up the wrong tree.
Well, you guys are known for information. Could you help us find him?
Possibly. I suppose I can inquire.
Much appreciated.
Follow me. Alright. He takes you to what I lovingly refer to as the orb room. It's the room it's the room where there's an orb. And they ponder their orb and inquire, of course. It's a crystal ball. So he goes, we will take them, and he's like half-heartedly doing these rituals, and he's speaking in Celestial. You speak Celestial, actually, don't you, right, Thaloran?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you actually understand him, and he goes, Oh, Elder God, the one who knows and sees, the one with the third eye, we plead upon you to help us in this matter, find a lost brother, blah, blah, Thomas Sable. And then he rolls. And gets a 5, and he goes, the orb is not revealing itself to me.
Is the orb a focus worth 1,000 plus gold pieces, such as a crystal ball, mirror, or water-filled font?
That is correct. It's literally a
I'm
crystal
gonna
ball. Okay. He did not cast scrying. He was casting his own little religious thing, but you cast scrying.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
You gotta do your own thing. And let me read the description of scrying real quick. How do you have access to scrying?
Cleric.
Where is it? I don't see it on
5th
here.
level divination.
Yeah, I don't see it. Is it a special ability? Because it's not showing up in the spell list.
Should be there.
Maybe you just don't have it prepared, which would be fine.
I have it in my spells. 5th level.
It's really weird. It's just like
It's right
straight
above
up,
spiritual weapon.
it's just straight up not
Underneath
showing up.
raised dead.
That's really weird. Now, okay, I just had to reload the page. That was weird. It was like a completely different list of spells. Like, literally.
Weird, it's like I added it
Oh,
a few minutes ago.
yeah, crazy. All right. Okay, well, you know the target well, which means save modifier is going to be -5. It's a save on the target's end, though, right? And there's one major
The target makes a
problem.
wisdom saving throw, which is modified -5.
Okay, yeah, it's literally impossible for him to succeed that. There is an issue. You attempt to scry to him, but you feel the magic seek, and it just finds nothing.
No.
Nothing whatsoever. This means one of two things. He's dead, or he is being blocked off magically somehow. He's behind some magical paywall, you know? Magic paywall.
Patreon?
Yeah, he's behind a Patreon subscription.
$39.99.
Inaccessible. All right.
More than expected.
Huh.
All right.
Well,
Yeah. And Father Drummond
so
goes, nothing?
so your thing didn't work?
No.
My thing didn't work.
Oh, sounds like we have to try the only thing that's left. Anybody got one of those sticks with the little pointy thing on the end?
Yes, we do.
May we borrow that?
Well, you're
What is
not a
he
member
talking
of the
about?
church, but I suppose given the circumstance, it would be appropriate. I don't remember what those sticks are called, actually. It's not a seeing stick, is it?
Like a dowsing rod?
Dowsing rod. Yeah. No.
For finding water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these are the two sticks.
It's to locate groundwater, buried metal, gemstones, oil,
Yeah.
divining, doodlebugging, water finding, water witching. All right.
Our friend is a very precious metal to me.
Yeah, you can be provided a dowsing rod, but you have to know what to tune it to. I don't really know if you can practice dowsing, Roger. Thalurn might be able to practice dowsing.
I was just gonna think really hard about him
I don't think that's gonna work.
and see where it takes me.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
This guy teaches me how to do it. I can try.
All right, roll a religion or arcana check with Father
He
Drummond.
hands you his phone and it open to a YouTube video. Like for today's
What's
tutorial.
up, guys? Today we're gonna go over how to use a dowsing rod. It's really simple,
19.
actually. All right. This is very similar to scrying, but it's more like a ritual spell, and it's cast differently. So, in order to attune to a target, like a person, is not the easiest thing. It kind of requires a modification of the spell, but you walk through it pretty quickly. And soon enough, Father Drummond gives you the dowsing rod. This is effectively a magic locate anything device, and it just points in the direction of the thing you're looking for until eventually you get to it. It doesn't tell you how far away it is. It doesn't tell you anything. It just points you in the direction, and then you can get there.
Huh.
But this does work. This is an actual method of divining that this church employs and has employed.
It's
is
a
a
little
church of
different from what I
divination.
thought it would be.
So, you can try tuning it to Sable. And roll for me, you don't need to roll. You're basically just using a magic item now. You just need time to attune to the magic item, which I will just grant you. The problem is you attune it to Sable, and there's nowhere you can point it where you feel the pull. Which tells you again, he's either dead or inaccessible, even by this means of magic.
A really good thing he didn't do the my method. We'd just send you $1 and you would tell us 15 feet
Oh,
toward
God.
him.
It's horrifying. All right, what's the
Did it work?
plan? No.
What are you getting, DeLorean?
All right, divine intervention.
He's divine intervening. He needs an 11 or lower. It's a 10% chance.
I failed.
He, just,
11%
he pulls
chance.
this like a it's
nope.
a Yu-Gi-Oh trap card and he goes, divine intervention.
No dice.
I use monster swap. Well, we could always
Channel divinity, find Sable. Hold on, my temples.
I feel
Go
like there
get it.
there is
Find
actually
Sable.
a much easier thing we could do instead of, ringing every god's phone that we have.
Which is?
We just have to. How do we wait? Can DeLorean send message? Can you
Can
do the sending?
Do the
You should do the sending and ask maybe what his mission was so that we can figure out maybe where he ended up. Oh, it's great. Like, maybe ask Malachi or anybody else besides us, apparently.
As the certified magic guy who just attempted to cast scrying and the dowsing rod, Thalurian is fairly certain that the conditions that are preventing him from reaching the Sable this way are probably going to be the same that apply to sending. He's either
We should
dead
step outside.
or behind a magic wall and cannot be accessed. In a
I was going
magic
to send
dead
a
zone.
Malachi to
We
ask
send him
what he's doing.
Malachi
Ask
so that we can
what?
figure out what Sable was doing.
Oh, okay.
That we can go there.
I don't know if Sable explicitly told Malachi what he was doing. Malachi would certainly have checked in with Sable daily. We know this.
1,000 damage on
Right.
your opponent?
Malachi? Hello? He's dead. Red Bro is probably asleep.
Not dead, sorry.
Bro is not asleep. Malachi would have checked in with Sable daily, right?
I just don't know how forthcoming would have been with, because I definitely wouldn't have known about the. He was probably looking to,
You just became really quiet. Inaudible.
Oh, I was saying I probably wouldn't know about the Red Tower stuff, but
No,
I wouldn't know he was looking into Xerxes.
you would know that. So
But that's like super general.
super high level.
Hmm.
So you have this.
I mean, that's better than nothing.
It is better than nothing, because I don't even think Roger formally knew that. Excuse me, Ringle Dingle Schmidt. Alright, what are we doing now?
I look at the Grand Investigator next to me. Well, what next?
I'm thinking very hard.
He's thinking very hard.
What a donkey. I think we would go. So did he not update about the Red Wizard's Tower?
No, that was not disclosed to anyone at any point in time.
So what exactly was he supposed to be doing?
Investigating Xerxes independently.
Oh, all right, we're cooked.
He's also disguised as another person, of course.
This guy's just another person.
Okay, airdrop Cagliari into Lucerne.
I have an idea.
Figure this out.
I have an idea.
Cagliari, yep, here she comes.
I have an idea. All right, I pieced something together in my big brain. Lauren makes trouble wherever he goes. We know this. This hasn't been known.
You mean Sable?
Sable makes trouble. Well, we don't know about the Lauren. Sable makes trouble wherever he goes.
Right.
So something had to have happened. So some people will know, and the people who are most likely to know are guards. So if we go find some guards
Hold on.
and see if there's any weird happenstances happening, then we go there.
This seems
I
reasonable.
pat him on the shoulder. That's why we pay you the big
This
bucks.
seems reasonable to me. I will allow the I don't know if he's, pulling from meta knowledge, but I'll allow the I will allow the investigator to make this conclusion. This makes sense.
I haven't really been with Sable like twice.
Yeah.
Things went down every time
Things
we were
did go
together.
down. That's why it makes sense. It's actually a good angle. All right, so if you're gonna go around town asking guards the happenstance, what are
I don't
you
know if
specifically
we go
asking?
ask guards directly.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if that's going to be smart.
Right.
Let's see. What is there a cop bar?
A cop bar. There are barracks for City Watch stationed around, and sometimes when they're not on duty, they'll chill in the barracks, but those aren't really publicly accessible. You could go to the bars close to the barracks. The Bronze Hill Tavern is literally right next to a barracks, and then that's the West Barracks, and then the East Barracks is close to, not much honestly, it's close to Market Square. There's probably some stuff in Market Square, so you could go to Market Square, guards hang out there, the people hang out there, or you could go to Bronze Hill Tavern.
I think I'm most familiar with this Bronze Hill area, so I think that'd be a pretty safe place to start.
Yep, it also makes sense for your cover. So, Lauren, would you join him, or would you split to investigate around the other barracks?
I'll join him.
Okay. You both make your way over.
Scooby-Doo and split up and look for
Wait.
clues.
So, is Grodger gonna eat at Is Grodger gonna have another excuse to eat a really good meal at Bronze Hill Tavern? Or are you just gonna go around the area and look for
I
guards?
don't know how much I would really eat. Okay, so my idea is I want to find guards that are maybe off duty,
Yeah.
chilling, eating together,
Yeah.
and then ask them if there's, or build up a repertoire, and then trying to see if maybe they'll say anything interesting that's been happening.
Build up a rapport. Okay, not a repertoire. A rapport. All right, understand.
Yeah, but I wanted to say the French word.
You want to? Well, they're both French, but yeah, that's okay. Roll for me.
That's okay, sweetie.
It's okay. You don't need to roll persuasion, or excuse me, you don't need to roll investigation or perception. Spending a little bit of time at Bronze Hill Tavern during this afternoon. There's not a huge lunch rush, but in fact that works to your benefit because the guards that are here, they do take lunch. It's not long before you see a cluster of them. They aren't drinking at the bar alcohol because that's not allowed, but they are having some drinks. You know, maybe like an Arnold Palmer type deal. You know, because they totally got those in this time.
Let me buy them around.
You buy them around. Okay, you immediately have the guards' attention. There's only 4 of them, so it's not too many of them, but they're happy. They thank you kindly. And what's your angle?
You guys do great work. You know, the city would be overrun without you guys.
We appreciate it.
I heard some crazy stuff going down.
Oh, did you?
It was wild. You know, people. Can you believe it? Completely sacked. And then
what?
Took that woman's handbag. It was wild. I swear, you know, what happened to upstanding societies?
Oh, we got some stories. How long you been here?
4 days?
Oh, yeah, then you missed it. There was this crazy assassination up in Dragon Roost. Locked down that whole quarter. A lot of those guys have been getting way more hours. I was not trying to work 612s, so I transferred to the West
still?
Barracks. Huh?
People still get assassinated? That's from the barbaric times.
Yeah, one would think. Yeah, those guys got reamed too. Those guards that were there. They fired their magic missiles. I mean, they said they all hit their shots, but kind of crazy that anyone could have survived that if that was true. So it's looking real bad for them. Gonna get court-martialed. I'm pretty sure one of them was what was his name? Dewey, whatever that guy was. Yeah. Oh yeah. I studied with him. That dude was a dork. He was a freaking moron. Oh yeah, Dewey. No problem. Yeah, but that was a while ago. Like quite a few weeks back. City's been a lot quieter since then, but real on edge. All
right, well, you guys stay safe out there, you know?
Yeah, thank you very much, and you have a good day.
You too.
All right, is that it? Is that the whole?
All right, DeLorean, I don't think these guys know anything.
You didn't ask him anything.
Yeah, but when they shared, they talked about something like it happened. Like, I feel like it's gonna, if they're gonna share something.
Yeah, but that's like a high profile thing. Like that's gonna be in their heads.
You just gotta keep going, man. Come on.
DeLorean, my social anxiety's going crazy right now.
We gotta get out of here, man. We gotta get out of here.
All right, hold on. Give us some time. Reintroduce yourself as like a bounty hunter, or like private investigator. You know, say you're looking for a troublemaker. You know, Maybe they can.
It's the same guy.
Maybe they know what.
They gotta look different. All right. I got an idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
You're gonna wait. Okay.
Like a long time.
How long is a long time, Nick?
We need to come back at night.
Okay, so
Oh my
you're just
God.
gonna. What are you gonna do in the meantime?
Eat, chill, vibe.
You're not gonna investigate anywhere else. You're just gonna take 4 hours off to just whatever.
Malachi alerts us that our friend Sable is in grave danger.
You're not
He
gonna
hasn't
go
responded in
somewhere
days.
else, check on
And
other
it's
leads.
just a montage
You're
of
just
us
gonna
like
sit
having
at
fun in a bar.
You're just gonna sit at Bronze Hill Tavern and around the area for 5 hours during a work. You're gonna sit, Nick. You're gonna sit across the street from the job that you quit after one day, literally across the street.
Dude, I need a drink. My life's in shambles right now. I quit my job. My friend, he's missing, and Sable.
You gotta.
Why aren't you here?
You gotta do something. You can't just burn 6 hours of the day. What do you mean you're working on it?
I'm trying to figure something out here. He's right. I didn't grill them. I didn't get enough from them, but I can't go back now. I already left.
None of this is true. You can go back to them. 2, you have another barracks to check in with.
Lord, another barrack. What if we went there? I don't know. I think we fumbled this one. By we, I mean me.
Oh, I buffed it, dude. Oh, I buffed it. Oh, I'm supposed to be a smarty.
It didn't go well. I didn't know what to do. I cracked the anniversary.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
True friendship.
All right, let's go to the other one, because
yeah, these guys have known each other since a giant robot fell from the sky.
I need to figure out something, and I'll use the time on the way to figure out my new angle.
All right. Are you gonna scope around Market Square, like I said, where the guards from the other barracks chill when they're off duty?
Yeah.
Okay. You make your
I
way
need
there.
to find some off-duty guards.
It takes a little bit of time before a guard shows up. You know, in the middle of the day, it's pretty busy. But eventually, a pair of them walk over to Market Square, and they want to come up and get meat on a stick. Classic dish, not artisanal meat. You know, you could do better, but you know, it's what the people like. So you just pull up to Market Square. 2 guards seem to be just getting a snack, chatting with each other.
I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna buy.
How much money is this guy spending?
A lot.
I'm gonna buy them a drink of their choosing. I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Hey guys, I just want to thank you for your service, and I want to buy you something,
same angle, yeah,
something to drink, and so if you could just let me know what you know, and I'll go get that from your establishment. Bring it on over.
The one guy goes, "Oh no, that's not necessary," and the other guy taps him on the shoulder, and is like, "No, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. Oh, why don't you get why don't you go over there and get us 2 Arnold Palmers?"
All right, I'm gonna
Arnold Palmer.
I'm gonna go get the Palmer Almers or whatever, and
yeah. All right, I can probably I'm gonna leave the creepy, eerie background music. Why not? Are you going with them, Thor, or are you just staying while they're getting their meat sticks?
I'll stay.
Okay, cool. Well, one of the guys just talked to you goes, "You some kind of cleric or something?"
Yeah.
What is it? What god is this? I'm not familiar with this attire. Typhon. Oh, that's the.
I mean, I point at my armor. This isn't really like his style, but like, it's kind of sick, right?
Oh yeah. No, it looks good, man. You look really, really good. Looks great. Yeah, that's a storm guy, right?
Oh yeah, no, keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. You hold a polite conversation about the storm guy as Roger comes back, but before you notice him, what were you gonna say?
Go.
Hey, question for you guys.
Yeah.
We're looking for like.
Oh wait. Oh, thanks, man.
Like,
I appreciate it, dude. Yeah. You want this?
Good. All right. We're looking for our friend.
Okay.
He's a real. Listen, I gotta admit, we had to try and have like an intervention for him. He's a bit of a troublemaker.
Oh, do you think we might have scooped him up?
I don't know, or maybe you met him. Maybe because he likes to, like, kind of force his way into places, but like not physically, but like.
Right. Yeah. We know that. We know the type.
Have you like run into anyone like that? Recently?
I haven't.
Past few days?
I haven't. No, past few days. Let me think. It's been pretty quiet, which is nice after the assassination nightmare, which is why I'm working.
He's pretty.
6/12.
He comes off like a charming guy, but he's really good at doing what he does.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there were a couple of guys who were talking in the barracks about someone that was trying to get into the Red Wizard's tower, and there was a big thing. It wasn't like I guess it wasn't a big thing, but apparently the captain came in and then was yelling about a royal decree, and it was this big deal. And the reason it got back to us is somebody actually answered the door of the Red Wizard's tower, which, I mean, we've literally never seen that. We've patrolled this region for a while. Well, this dude comes in. Right. I think he's a cleric, Savras type guy. He comes in. He's like, yeah. Let me get into this thing. And he's who was it? It was Sergeant. I don't know. Captain Rhodes. Captain Rhodes was working that day. Captain Rhodes came back really pissed off. And it's apparently because he was saying he had a royal decree and all this and all that. And the sergeant couldn't get his story straight, which pissed off the captain even more. So we were kind of dealing with the fallout, a little bit of that drama there. And we have not seen the dude since. We're pretty sure he went into that tower and did not come out.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds like the exact kind of trouble our friend would get into.
Yeah, and the captain is not trying to file a report about it. We don't know. Here's the thing. We don't know if the dude actually had a royal decree or not. And if it's your guy, I'm guessing the answer is no, and he was just trying to worm his way into something. But whatever he wormed his way into, he didn't worm his way out of it.
Huh. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Sorry to bother you so much.
No, hassle, man. Thanks for going to Palmer's, yeah.
I pat him on the back. Thank you. All right.
Yeah. Take care, bro.
I go off into some other alley.
Yeah.
All right, that's totally him.
You sure?
I'm gonna ring up Malachi.
Ring.
Hey, Marty. We got some information about a red wizard tower. Does that ring any bells?
Back at camp, Malachi is like, he literally freezes. Marty.
Dear God.
All right. DM, what do I know about the Red Wizard Tower?
You know that it is a tower in Lucine, and that what?
Also, specifically, it being red as the color.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know what you listen. The DM knows what you want before you inquire. Okay. You really aren't familiar with the Red Wizard. All you remember Wilkins the Wondrous, and you really didn't witness that fallout. Orion, of course, has caught you up on it and everything when you were chatting, because it's not like Malik knew either. Orion pretty much just told you the Red Wizard is some mysterious guy who was maybe Xerxes' lackey, maybe not, but you really don't know anything about him. He just took over the tower. The tower, which is now the Red Wizard Tower, used to be the Tower of Wilkins the Wondrous.
Well, no, most specifically, I'm thinking too about the cult. What were they wearing?
Red.
So I'm sort of putting pieces together. That's what I'm thinking.
Possibly. It's not enough to definitively go off of. I'll let you know. The most popular colors.
That's what I'm wondering.
The most popular colors for wizards, they're usually bright colors. Purple is very expensive, so not a lot of wizards do that. Red is pretty accessible, but also like showy. Red and blue are super popular for wizard attire, and there isn't really a strong correlation between the color of a wizard's robe and their allegiance. But it's an uncomfortable coincidence. You know that.
Given that they were in Lucine as well. Yeah, I'm not trying to jump to it, but
it is an uncomfortable coincidence that
Yes.
raises an eyebrow.
And no one's seen the Red Wizard is my concern.
Not really, no.
Right. At the very least, I will consult with Bahamut before I answer. And with anybody who is in Lucine around that time, like who might be able to tell me about, are any of the Lucine kitchen workers able to, like, would they know anything? Did the Lumiere?
No, they were around for a little bit longer. The Grumbles are going to be your best bet. Yeah, that is their real names. I think it's Liam. Did his wife die? I think his wife did die.
His wife did die.
Yeah, that's why you just have him, because she's not around anymore. Yeah, Liam is, well, he's not actually even that old. He's only 44, but I mean, you know, that's old for this time. Liam's gonna be the best authority. Petrus is a little younger and pretty much dipped at the things that stuff went south, but Liam hung around in Lucine for a bit before stuff really went belly up. All he can tell you is he gives a little bit more clarity on the timeline, which is that Wilkins the Wondrous was kind of on the fence about his opinion on the leader of, Lucine, and he had a lot of influence in the culture. And so people cared a lot about what he said. And specifically, when he was asked to comment on whether he thought Sol de Lumiere, really did it, he refused to comment. He would not make a determination one way or the other, and he insisted on being neutral, and he says, I don't have enough information to answer that. I don't have enough information to answer that. Before the Purge was instated, very shortly after Xerxes' rule was established and the coup, quote-unquote, was stifled, he publicly left Lucine and said, yeah, I'm gone. To the point where the declaration of the Purge after that fact was a little curious, because it almost seemed vindictive. Now, what that means is Wilkins didn't exactly do anything wrong, but of course the Purge implicated all wizards, whether they were previously loyal to Lucine and defected, or whether they were practicing elsewhere. It was an extremely bold claim that basically Lucine said, we have jurisdiction everywhere, and if we're not cool with you, we will send death squads to kill you. And pretty much what happened, from what Liam remembers, because word spread about this a lot, because everyone was like, well, what about Wilkins? What about Wilkins? He was one of the first ones to die, which was horrifying, because he was the most powerful wizard in the land, effectively. Osnek at that point was, close to him, but Wilkins the Wondrous was the most publicly regarded and well-known wizard, and his death was announced publicly after it was declared that he was a traitor to Lucine, that he was a terrorist, that he was seditious, that he was plotting against them. And not too shortly after that, like a few months, the spot of, who's going to fill this vacant tower came in. Again, it's very public. The whole neighborhood of Wilkinsboro is up in arms about it. And this unknown wizard steps in and takes claim of the land, backed by Xerxes and Lionel Reinhardt. And there's no public announcement. He doesn't introduce himself. He just moves in and sets up shop, and remains a mystery for his tenure in Lucine. Liam left really only a year or two after that, and the Red Wizard was nothing more but rumors, and you were privileged if you got to meet him in person, let alone he entertained you with any form of communication. So a lot of people said he was a plant, he wasn't a real wizard, whatever, he's loyal to Xerxes. People just made stuff up. And that is the history you get from Liam Grumble.
Okay.
He wouldn't have been invited to the college to give a seminar or anything, would he?
Oh, it's entirely possible, but would he have actually given it is the other question.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I mean.
Yes. So, Rainey is another person that Malachi could consult about the Red Wizard, as her time, she was effectively in Lucine for the first few years, I'm guessing, before she transitions to Zara. Do you remember when she had shifted? Because she had discovered the Zara Smithy stuff in Stonekeep at some point, and then started working at the Masonry Guild or something there. But I don't remember timelines. I don't know if you have that info. I think we had solidified it more, though.
Months ago. I might have written it down. This was a while ago. But
I can find the name of what was in Stonekeep, because at some point you transferred out of Lucine proper when your studies kind of wrapped. Yeah, you worked, I think, out of the Zara Manor in Stonekeep briefly, because it's not their main manor, but they have some other, guild artisan stuff, and as an artificer, you could serve there before transferring. Yeah, you probably know that the Red Wizard is he is very sought after in terms of becoming his apprentice, and generally those who become his apprentices are either never seen again, or when they come back they are radically transformed, whether it's they're more powerful, more knowledgeable, or they serve directly under the Red Wizard and you see them but sparingly. Like, you know that they exist, but they are effectively agents of the Red Wizard. It was very sought after because there's a level of, respect associated with that apprenticeship, but at the same time, a lot of people were terrified to become his apprentice because it's a black box. You don't know what you're getting. But there was always prestige associated with becoming his apprentice. But that's it. You know nothing about the man.
I would have never seen him.
Nope. He never made any public appearances during your time in Lucine proper. I think in your camp interviews, just to make sure everybody has all of the information, this is mentioned because some of the people who went to your magic school, one of them apprenticed for the Red Wizard or was rejected for apprenticing. Dewey Moss apprenticed for the Red Wizard. That is your dwarf, your little caster who's progressed a lot. He took off as a bright student initially, but hit a wall hard that the Red Wizard was not able to get him past and was a huge disappointment. So he didn't really learn much about the guy. He only operated in some of the lower levels of his tower. He was in a very small group of students who actually got the apprenticeship, and he transferred directly from the Grand Academy. He didn't even finish his time at the Grand Academy. He transferred into the apprenticeship because it was basically a fast track for him getting more experience and more powerful. There was... Oh yeah, his teacher, Brigadier Marin, was annoyed that the Red Wizard stole Dewey from him because he saw a lot of potential in Dewey. But under the Red Wizard, Moss or Dewey had a lot of trouble learning. There were some strange experiments that he participated in. His blood was taken and transmuted. Some spells were cast on him. He also says that the guy is obsessed with dragons of all shades and flavors. He managed to escape. The tower looks very different than it was now, likely due to Dewey's escape. And somehow he hasn't been killed, but effectively he had to leave Lucine. He snuck out of the what could be called boardrooms close to the tower at night, stole a key. All of the exits were magically enchanted and alarmed. He's somewhat ashamed to admit it and somewhat not. He's not super religious, but he prayed a prayer to the only god whose name he could think of, partially because there's a bunch of stuff on him in the Red Wizard's tower, Bahamut. And clarity suddenly hit him, and he was able to cast a variant of Dispel Magic. And he just ran out of the city and never looked back. That's Dewey Moss's story. You have had this interview for a while. The other story is Lazarus Gates, also studied the academy. He was invited to be apprentice of the Red Wizard before Dewey, but was not interested because there's too many unknowns. I think that's pretty much it. He just wasn't interested. That's the only interaction he ever had. Is he was invited, his marks were good, he said no, and that was the end of it. It should be noted that Lazarus Gates is also a draconic sorcerer. But from whose bloodline, it is not sure, as I believe he is human and manifests these powers seemingly in isolation. No, he's half-elf. His father is unknown.
Wait, okay, so correct me. He's the one who said he was in the tower before?
Lazarus was not in the tower. Lazarus is a half-elf with an unknown father who was invited to the tower and said no. Dewey Moss is the one I narrated earlier who had a whole experience with the Red Wizard over the course of a month or two before praying and escaping.
Okay, so I want to talk to Dewey.
Well, I was assuming that all the information I gave you was him.
Oh, I thought you were sort of just an interview. Remember when we did all the interviews on everybody?
You do have this documented, but I'm saying, if you were to bring him in, everything I gave you is a more detailed description of what's already written in the interview.
Yeah.
But
I guess I'm just
you're free to
wanting
talk
to know specifically, does he have a visual? What does the Red Wizard look like?
He has a visual, but Dewey is fairly certain that the dude was always disguised, sent a bunch of proxies, servants that you couldn't tell if they were real or not. It seems like his appearance would change randomly. Sometimes he'd be bald, sometimes he'd have a little bit of hair. The color of his hair would change, the structure of his face would change. Sometimes he would appear as a doddering old man, barely hanging on to the edge of life. It's just, other times he would be a young, fit, maybe like a guy in his 40s. It would just be whatever. You'd never know what he actually looked like. And if any of what he was sending was real. You also weren't allowed to touch him, so you could never know. Any other questions?
Okay, so I'm gonna relay like all the little bits and pieces that I'm getting about the Red Wizard and the tower.
Okay.
It's gonna take a few minutes,
while.
but I'm just writing it in my notebook
Yep.
and sending it. Yeah. Gosh, didn't we have something that had legend lore?
Somebody might just have it.
It could be me, actually.
I think it might just be you.
Let's see. I think I have a legend. I do. Okay. Spells. I just don't know how specific it's gonna get. But it's worth a shot. Yeah, I think I get it as a Draconic Sorcerer. So I'm gonna cast it.
Okay.
To see if I get any, like, just any more information that I can pass on. So I will specifically say I'll cast it. It takes 10 minutes, so I'm drawing my symbols, all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oop! Incense worth 250 GP. I never did get that special thing, did I?
You know, it's being delivered by the Blue Falcon delivery service. But it's out for delivery.
Yeah. Dang. No 2-day shipping. Okay.
No. They have to go to the Cairo Plateau, to be fair.
Yeah. I guess I'll
Fabrizio
have to take it
Falcone
on.
will find a way, and you will get your package. But, not gonna be easy.
Whoa. This is expensive as hell.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, okay. So it does cost 250 GP. Alright, I will use it. And I say the Red Wizard of the Red Tower in Lucine.
Mm-hmm.
And the lore might consist of important details, amusing revelations, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. The more info you already know about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. It's accurate, but might be couched in figurative language or poetry, as determined by the DM.
Mm-hmm. One moment.
He's not actually famous?
According to the sad trombone.
Well, is he not famous within Lucine at least? Because that's weird.
He's not famous. He's a spectacle, but he's not famous. Xerxes is famous.
Oh, okay.
The Red Wizard is a specter. He is spoken about in fringe circles. People know about him. They have nothing to speak on him.
But it's...
He is a presence. Most people know the Red Wizard not as the Red Wizard, but as the namesake of the Red Wizard's Tower, and that is the extent of their knowledge. People spread rumors about him. But the average person thinks nothing of him. He's merely a building that people don't have access to. A decoration piece. Nobody goes in. Nobody comes out. Just a building.
Alright, well, I've then given all the information I can to them, so that's about all I can do.
Okie doke. Alright. I run short on time. I can give 15 minutes. Poor Cagliari's probably like sitting somewhere reading a newspaper. I don't know. What is Cagliari
Getting
doing?
ready to be airdropped into Lucine, like we talked about. Come on.
There's one person, well, one real person, no, two real people who would have to authorize that.
Yeah.
And then like 4 fake people. The overlap, bless you. Well, 5 fake people? No, 4 fake people. I'm 3 of the fake people, and John is one of the fake people who would have to authorize you airdropping into Lucine. We can. There just has to be an express purpose. Can't just send you into Lucine.
Mess things up.
Maybe to deal with the Sable situation. But I don't know if that's immediately.
I'm just saying. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying something.
You are saying something. All right, anybody got anything? I'm running out
To
of
the
gas.
Red Wizard's Tower.
What are you gonna do? That is true. Now that you have this
We
information,
will go to the outside the Red Wizard's Tower, but not very close. Like we can see it and kind of get a lay of the land, but we
Okay.
don't want to do anything too rash yet.
so just like chill at the bottom of the hill and just look up at it
Mm-hmm.
by the corner with what is this building in Dragon Roost? Let me pull up my my buildings. Oh yeah, the Round Robin, the gambling hall.
Let's go gambling.
Sorcerer's Rest and the Round Robin. Do
Let's go gambling.
you want to go gambling?
Oh,
Okay. Well, it's an easy cover. A lot of people around that bend on whatever the street is called. I don't remember. I don't even know if the street has a name, honestly. I think it's
Lord,
Market.
what
It's
if we
Market
made
Street.
money?
It's Market Street. A lot of people just chill on Market Street around the bend where Sorcerer's Rest and the Round Robin are, and of course, then
Think
that's right
Gambling,
right above Wilkinsboro. So it's a very busy street.
gambling losses are a write-off.
Mm-hmm. So, you're just gonna chill and observe the Red Wizard's Tower from afar?
Mm-hmm. While I come up with something.
Okay. there won't be much to see. I assure you
Ooh,
that.
I have an idea.
Okay, he has an idea.
I gotta confer with my.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
What is he proposing, John?
Plastic explosives.
Those don't exist yet. Unfortunately, they're invented by the French, and your character does not know that France exists in this world, and France is very far away.
But they have it if we were to go to France.
Of course. Plastiques. France is real, and they have invented plastiques. They're
France,
just-
Israel?
France is real.
What a beautiful state.
He.
Is this a good idea?
I don't know.
You can send me and I can tell you.
I was just gonna go up to the tower and see if I could sense like anti-magic on it.
Sense anti-magic on it.
Or I just how much magic is pumping out of this thing. If I can narrow it down to anti-magic, that'd be sick.
Yeah, you can
Something
evaluate.
stopping magic from
You can
flowing.
go up and do a little Arcana check.
Yeah, magic's like a wavy and anti-magic's like a zigzag.
I got 13.
The building certainly has an unpleasant aura. And clearly there's something magical going on. in general, Lucine is very magical. But, yeah, the tower is no exception to that.
I'm gonna try again.
He's just
Really
gonna hit it.
ponder this tower.
He's just gonna ponder. He's just gonna
Just
stare.
sitting
at
in front of
for
it,
an
kind of
hour.
like putting his hands vaguely in front of him.
He looks like really suspicious, but at the same time, nobody cares. Everyone's just
The
walking by
freaking
him.
surveillance state
We're-
outside this tower just zooms in on him.
Yeah.
That roll was worse.
Mm-hmm.
We should just get all our characters killed, because then we can be zombies together.
It's true.
I'm already there. Mostly.
Pretty much.
Yeah, what happens if they try to, the Red Wizard tries to turn you into a zombie?
That's a good question. Hey, DM, what would happen?
Can you get
don't-
twice zombied?
You're not undead, right? You're
No, she's
you're
undead.
living.
I'm only mostly dead.
There's
Cagliari is just straight up undead.
pretty much. There's factors. There's facets you don't want to know. Stay away from him, Cagliari.
Twice zombied.
I can eat, but I don't have to. I don't have to breathe, but I have like resistance to poison damage, implying that I still can be poisoned. Which would imply
Because
that something is
That
living.
actually gets like really complicated. Poisons do a lot of different things.
I'm gonna ponder this tower again.
He's just,
Until
this is like
something
the
happens.
third hour he's pondering the tower.
There's just like
I gotta
there's
do
just
it.
like an alarm
You got a
that
dirty 20. So
There's an alarm that
I'm gonna
goes
say
off in there
each
every
time
time
you
he
do
does
an
it.
Arcana check, you have to get closer and closer to the tower. If you're gonna do this, you have to basically be standing outside the front door, just looking up.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
A vile aura emanates from this tower of dark magic and strong magic fields, the likes of which you have not felt since you were in the archives.
Gross. I'm gonna stop pondering the tower.
You feel like
Icky.
you're being watched.
Sweet. I love that. I want a dark aura was watching me.
the dark aura watching you.
Does Roger have a pen and paper? Can I pretend I was drawing this whole time?
That's a Grodrick question.
Do
I
I?
guess. Probably does.
The guy
Sketching a
that
really bad sketch of this
Of
tower.
the tower, yeah, because you're like, oh, look at it. It's such a nice tower.
the one guy canonically always known to have a writing instrument and
Yeah.
paper.
It's true. It's true.
That's right, Vesper.
He's always got feathers on him. He's cheating.
That's
Can
not.
you zoom out
yeah.
on this map a little bit?
Yeah.
He has a really expensive imported ballpoint pen.
The tower's a thing in the top right, correct?
Yep. Very top right.
Ah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Obliterate. A meteor drops on Lucine.
And that's all I was gonna do. What I'm doing next is not important.
All right, John. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. I got a 19.
Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Did I sense that?
You sense something that was about to muddle your senses, like a dream coming on, but not quite.
Hmm.
But you snuffed it
Gross.
out.
I'm gonna back away from the tower.
Yeah. All right. Well, I may have to leave it there. My time approaches. I have T-minus 6 minutes technically before I'm supposed to be in bed. Is that what's actually going to happen? No. That's when I'm supposed to be in bed. So I suppose we'll call it here in a strange place. Sable is a zombie. Grodrick quit his day job. Valoran's getting mean mugged by a tower. And Malachi and Cagliari are sitting at home. Doing whatever. No clue. things are strange.
Being annoying so that they'll send me somewhere.
Yeah, that's totally how that works. Yep.
Yeah, that's how this is gonna work, and then it's gonna be like tonight on Top Gear, and it's just Cagliari on the island from Pirates of the Caribbean where they leave you with the gun to kill yourself.
All right, well, that's all the time we got for today. Tune in next time when Cagliari's killed herself.